The terms self-care and me time are all the buzz this season. As wonderful and often essential as it sounds to prioritize ourselves over others, do you sometimes feel it is selfish? I know that I sometimes question myself. What does the Bible say about self-care? Mark chapter 12 verse 31 reminds us of the most important commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. Loving others is priority, but notice that Bible also says, love others like yourself. And so it is essential to love ourselves before we love others. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 19 and 20 reminds us of how we must value our body. As important as our relationships with others and ourselves is, we must first strengthen our relationship with God. From that loving relationship, all other relationships flow. Just as Jesus withdrew to pray and find solitude, we too need moments of rest and renewal to connect with God. This April, join us in a deep conversation about relationships, particularly the all-important three-quarter relationship with ourselves, with our neighbors, and with God. Join us in a weekly meditation from the Bible in April to understand the combination of three that creates the strongest, most indestructible core for relationships and love.
Today we live in the world that values individualism and independence over community and connection. If the lack of love in a relationship is hurting you, here is something that might help you cope with your situation. It is time to rebuild every relationship in our life with love.
Be inspired by true stories of people who nourish their relationships with the bread and water of life.
I am so far away from God. That tells me that my heart was so already hardened. So eventually I become close to God through studying the Word of God. Proverbs 3:5 that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Physically, my body is not yet fully recovered, but doesn't mean that every day I can see the improvement in my body.
उहाँको प्रेमको बारेमा चाहिँ म एकदमै भित्र आत्मामा नै म चाहिँ एकदमै लुटुपुटु थिएँ भनौँ। अब त्यस्तो प्रकारको भयो मलाई। म अरू कुराको मलाई एकदमै संसारिक कुरा हेर्ने देख्ने कुरा मैले अघिल्लो दिनहरूमा जे कुराहरू गरिरहेको थिएँ मेरो लागि रमाइलो भइरहेको थियो।
Enjoy music that will continue to strengthen your relationship with God.
This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
Are you having a hard time managing your relationships? We invite you to reach out to us. We would love to pray for you. Call CBN prayer line at 99-1040-1010 or inbox us. Starting today, forge stronger relationships. Stay with CBN India in April to learn exactly how.